Growing up in a household where verbal and or emotional abuse was normalized, masked as tough love even and discipline, it wires your nervous system to accept dysfunction in a way that I honestly cannot explain. And you have had to experience it in order to understand what I'm saying. For the last 6 or so months, I have been sitting with this and imagery of instances and times where I experienced this in my own household growing up with a verbally and emotionally abusive father. I realized just how much we we normalized it, and we would say things like, "Oh, that's just who he is," like giving people a pass for their dysfunction, and then calling it love, calling it discipline, calling it oh, I just have a strict parent. This is how they don't want me falling into the traps of the world that could lead to my demise. All the while, they are the ones helping perpetuate dysfunction and the familiarity of abuse. And I like to think of it as a silent killer when you're talking about verbal and emotional abuse, because it's slow, it's steady, it compounds, and you don't even effing realize it when it's happening. You know that something is wrong. You know that the ish is just not right. But at the same time, it is also so deeply ingrained in your being that you don't even think that there's anything wrong with it to the extent of calling it abuse. I don't think y'all understand like the amount of years that it took me to name this thing correctly and to see it for what it is and the truth of what it is. It took me years, y'all. Years. And I saw some of the same behaviors in myself in other relationships, whether it was friendships and or intimate relationships, dating in the past before I got married to my now husband. And it's just a lot. So my heart goes out to you. If you're struggling to move past, not move past, but work through that silent killer that is emotional and verbal abuse, I'm sending my love to you. And I'm hoping that you get clarity from your spirit and divine source, because we got to start naming this shit, y'all. Calling a spade what the fuck a spade is, okay? Stay spiritually aligned and spiritually sucker free, y'all. In love.